My name is Bloemhoff and I'm a broker at Cozumel Real Estate. Today we're going to show you a new segment that we thought of, which is events, people, lifestyle in Cozumel. Today we have something extra super delicious for you.
Hello and welcome to my kitchen.
Thank you.
This is so much fun. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for inviting us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for getting me settled in on the island. So, shall we get started?
I'm afraid.
It's going to be wonderful. I have full faith in you, Karen. Full faith.
Lani, what are we cooking?
So today I wanted to do something where we could use the molcajete that I got at the municipal market, Mercado Municipal. I decided not to do something traditionally Mexican, but we are going a little bit more Eastern Mediterranean, still using our molcajete, which you are going to get to do the hard work today. So very, very simple ingredients, and the beautiful thing about this is you can use almost anything that you have in your pantry. So the typical base for Dukkah is any kind of nut and then a seed mix. So it's today we're going with coriander seed, cumin seed, and fennel seed, and then sesame seeds. Other than that, you can use whatever you like. If you happen to have peanuts in the house or almonds, you could make it a little bit more of a Mexican vibe and use pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. We will grind them up together, which is what the word Dukkah means. It's Arabic for to pound or to grind. And that's going to be Karen's job. So I have already toasted up our hazelnuts. It was 6 minutes in the oven. You can use your air fryer, or you could gently do it in a saucepan as well, but be moving them the whole time because you don't want them to burn.
So how do we know how much ingredients you need to get the perfect mix?
So again, this is such a great recipe because you can be pretty flexible depending on what flavors you like. But today we're using 3/4 of a cup of toasted almonds. We have 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds, and 1/2 tablespoon of fennel seeds, which here in Cozumel, I usually buy aniseed instead. It's harder to find fennel, but whatever works for you. We have just under 1/4 of a cup of sesame seeds, which by the magic of TV are now magically toasted.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Here is your seed mix as well.
Yes.
We will move these aside, and here is your molcajete.
Molcajete, I've never done this.
It's great, I have everything. So if you want to start with the hazelnuts, Karen, I did chop them up just so that it's not as labor intensive.
I have seen these molcajetes in Cozumel a lot with delicious food. What is it?
So it's something very traditional in Mexico. It is, I believe the origin goes back to it being like a lava stone. I pick up mortar and pestles whenever I travel. I just love them because so many different types of cuisine. It goes back to, you know, what your great grandmother was doing and using things manually.
So let's start.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going ahead with our 3/4 of a cup of toasted hazelnuts.
Yes.
These are your seeds that were toasted together just to the very, very light smoking point and then straight off the heat. Also, when you put them in the pan, no oil, just dry seeds. You're just trying to release the flavors. That smell is so aromatic. It's beautiful. And I'm going to have you start arm day.
Here we
and
go.
then we're going to add the sesame seeds just afterwards. We don't want these to get too ground down.
Okay, why not?
Because they're so fine that they'll get a little bit more creamy. So tahini, if you're familiar with tahini for making hummus, is actually you are. You in fact did make that and bring it to my house one day. So if you have a food processor at home, by all means use it. Just for us, this is a wonderful opportunity to be able to feature the molcajete.
You know, it's not so hard actually.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's soothing.
It is. It is. But there's something so honest about preparing your food yourself that way. And the thing I love about having Dukkah, we have it in the house always, in either a little mason jar or in a plastic container. It lasts for a couple of weeks. if we don't eat it all beforehand. We put it on our scrambled eggs. Avocado toast will never be the same once you've had it with this.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's delicious. It adds a little bit of texture, and then, I mean, the flavor. I wish you guys could smell this right now because the smells that are coming from this little molcajete, this little piggy.
Does anybody know why they're always like a little piggy? Let us know, please.
I have no idea. I have no idea, but I'm dying to know.
Let us know.
So, yes, please, please. Excellent. I think we can go ahead now with our sesame seeds. So that was 1/4 cup of sesame seeds, lightly toasted.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Oh, delicious.
And it is going to be one consistent...
No,
it's
that's
not?
the beauty, because you're starting out with the little tiny sesame seeds that are quite soft. Your coriander seeds, for example, they're very hard.
Oh my gosh.
Right, the smell.
This is so nice.
These are a lot harder. So the beautiful thing is you end up with this inconsistent, crunchy, nutty flavor.
Yeah,
So,
get it.
Yeah.
So is this okay?
That looks perfect.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious. Well done. Very well done. Last finishing touch is going to be adding some salt. I love Malden sea salt, but anyone that knows me well knows that I have it in my suitcase. I have it in my snowboard bag. But you can use whatever salt you happen to have at home. I don't expect everyone to travel with Malden. But
okay.
Yeah.
Just a pinch, like this?
See. You can always add more. You can't take it away. So that's perfect. Excellent. Give that another little grind.
Perfect.
Well done.
Now I want to ask you, because we were thinking, would you like to share something of some questions that we have for you? How did you find Cozumel?
Yeah.
What did attract you first when you went to Cozumel? How did you find Cozumel? What attracted?
Well, I initially came here for work.
Okay.
I worked more than 20 years in the private yachting industry, so I was always working with my husband, fortunately enough, but we were always on the move. We lived in someone else's space, and we used to joke that if we spent more than 72 hours anywhere that we were traveling and working, we'd start looking at real estate signs and windows, and Cozumel was the first place we really arrived to that went, I think this could be the fit. This is the place. We're from Eastern Canada, so it's a wonderful destination to have family and friends come and visit. It's easy enough to get back there. We go to Western Canada every year for holiday, so it's easy to get there. We have family in DC. Yeah, it was just, and the overall feeling here was just so welcoming. Yeah.
So what is it that you like to do on a daily basis here in Cozumel? How's your lifestyle?
You know, interestingly enough, I find when you live in paradise, you sometimes have to remind yourself that you do, because you get caught up in your regular life. You know, that. So now I try to prioritize walking by the water every day, or if I'm taking the dog for a walk, we go down. I'll put my hands in the sea. Being outside and doing things that we're not just doing when our family and friends come to visit. But reminding ourselves that we're so fortunate that we live somewhere that is a destination for people that, they'll save up their holiday for a year to be able to come.
Yeah,
so.
and we live here.
Yeah.
Like every day we see the sunset if we walk.
And it's different every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is your experience in buying real estate in Cozumel?
Well, thanks to you, mine's been pleasant. So we ended up building our home, which was our first home together in almost 25 years of marriage. It's our dream home. It's filled with things that we've collected from travels around the world, and it's been a very, very happy one. And then we decided to go on and buy an investment property as well.
Okay, and how is that going? Is that going well?
Really well.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's going really well. We're fortunate. We're in a great building. But that's going really well.
I wanted to thank you very much that you always invite us to your home. Because
mi casa es tu casa.
Yes, I really appreciate that.
We've been so fortunate again to end up here, and especially at this point in our lives, to end up making friendships like that are as tight as the friendships that we had from school and from old friends, and that now some of our old friends have become close friends with you. It's just, there's something, I don't know if it's in the water here or if it's, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's those sunsets.
But together or not together, and we are friends.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's part that just happens with our clients.
Yeah. Like wearing the same color, which was totally not intentional.
What would you advise somebody that has not been in Cozumel and invested in real estate? What would be your tip?
For me, and I think a lot of other people would agree, rent somewhere first. You know, it's great to, I think a lot of people have fallen in love. They've been in for a very short trip. Maybe they've done a day excursion or they've stayed in a hotel, you know, amazing experiences. But if you're really thinking about settling down here or buying something for holiday or investment, you need to know what works for you. So
I do agree with that a lot. Like, get out of that hotel and go into an Airbnb or a rental in different areas. Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, we've stayed in different areas around the island. And there's some great neighborhoods. It was just a matter of finding exactly what was going to work for us. But I'm so glad that we took the time to actually learn more about the island and
can you tell us a little bit more about now your new venture? You are going to be a private chef.
Yes, so I'm hanging up my sailor's cap.
Wow.
After 25 years working for amazing people here, the ones that actually introduced us to Cozumel, to be fair.
Okay.
And yes, I'm working as a private chef now. So this, perhaps we can share the link for a recipe and how to get a bit of that as well, my zesty little Dukkah recipe.
Well, it's definitely that will be now in our house, and during our team meetings when we have people doing promotions on how legal things work and keeping us up to date, we always order food from Zest. So now we have a waiting list of professionals that actually want to give us the courses. Thanks to you.
If you're grilling lamb or even fish, you can grind it down really, really fine, put a little bit of olive oil over whatever you're cooking, and then use that as a dry rub. I mean, the flavors are just phenomenal.
I love it.
Today, actually, I made a little bit of focaccia this morning. So this was the first time I was ever introduced to Dukkah, was dipping fresh bread in olive oil and then in the Dukkah.
Ooh.
So shall we try?
Yes.
Excellent. All right. I think we can set that aside. Again, that can go in a plastic storage container, glass container, or if you have an old mason jar that's well cleaned out, that will keep well airtight for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
But it's not gonna last that long.
I don't think so.
All right. I made some focaccia this morning. Again, I was saying my first experience of eating Dukkah was dipping fresh bread into olive oil, and it just, it was life-changing. So, would you like to do the honors?
Yes.
Excellent.
So we just have olive oil like this. And then we do this.
There we go.
I cannot wait.
I just use a little small serving dish because that way, you know, it's going to get olive oily and everything, but that's perfect because we will eat this whole thing. What do you think, Chef? Again, picture that on avocado toast. A little bit of an olive oil drizzle. A little bit of fresh lemon zest. Yes!
So good. So good. Could not talk, sorry. I love it.
We have it, when I serve hummus, I always put a little drizzle of hummus and then put that on top.
I can now see it with the
hummus.
fish.
And then, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Grill a piece of fish and then sprinkle that on top before serving it. Also, I mean, with all of these nuts, it's a great source of protein as well. We're all trying to be careful about what we're eating these days.
And avocado toast, there's no avocado toast like it used to be anymore now.
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
You need to have this in your purse. You know what I like about this? It has different layers of flavors. So what you have is you get an explosion in your mouth, and then you eat, and then I don't know what happens, but there's different flavors coming all the time in your mouth.
Absolutely. And again, this is what I call a kitchen sink recipe. You can throw anything but the kitchen sink in it. So if you want it spicier, you know, you could add some chili. If you wanted it a little smokier, some smoked paprika. There's, you can load it with black pepper. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Excellent. You've done a wonderful job. And I will have a take-home container for you. I promise. Excellent.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for opening your beautiful home for us today.
Thank you so much for coming over. It was great.
Thank you for sharing Dukkah with us. We want you to send us your Dukkah pictures. Please don't forget to look at our newsletter because the recipe will be in there. Lani will be in there. Any information you want. And next month we have another story.